Hello, music lovers and conversationalists. Welcome to the channel and welcome to another response to a thread. This time, the thread that's going around is from my good friend Chris Propfe over at Chris Prophe's Musically Obsessed, and he wants us to share an album from one of our bands that we love and tell everyone why we think it's their Sgt. Pepper's album, their best or the most memorable or experimental album. And I was giving it some thought, and I thought, well, I could show my favorite album of all time by any band, and of course that's Quadrophenia. And if you've watched my channel enough by now, you know that's been the case, and I've shown this a lot. Of course, you have the story of the mods versus the rockers, young lust, if you will, and just a great story of trying to figure out who you are and when you belong in the world. And trying to get the glare out of there, but good, always a cool picture to see on here with Jimmy and the other members of the band in the rear view on the GS scooter. But then I was thinking, well, I could go with something a little earlier than Quadrophenia and go with and you probably just saw the album cover, go with a boy who was a pinball wizard who happens to be deaf, dumb, and blind, and we all know the story of Tommy. And I thought, well, I can even go back farther than this album and Quadrophenia and go with something that's was released a couple of years prior to that on December 15th in 1967. And I decided to go with a very early album of theirs, my second favorite, with the Who Sell Out. You have a pirate radio type of a theme going on here, full of songs that are not related to one another, and a bunch of phony commercials which have the Who mocking themselves, so to speak, after basically being called sellouts by some for making commercials back then. And as you can see, you got Pete and Roger on the front cover here. Pete doing the commercial for Odorono, and Roger sitting in a bathtub of cold baked beans from Heinz. And from what I understand, the story behind that is Roger was late showing up for the photo shoot, and all the other three members of the band got to pick what they wanted, and no one wanted to get in the bathtub of cold baked beans, and I can't blame them. So, unfortunately, Roger got stuck with that. And on the back, I'd say John made out the best with the mock advertisement, and so it looks like they had a lot of fun in the photo shoot, and Roger probably wishes he got there a little sooner. But this is just a cool gatefold with a lot of modern pop art from the time, and zoom in on the track listings. Trying to get that glare out of there. Some of the tracks on here from side one are the kind of distorted Armenia City in the Sky that does the days of the week count from Sunday to Saturday. And then they do the Mock Heinz Big Beans commercial, followed by the distorted Marianne with a shaky hand, which is always a fun tune to listen to. Wrapping up with some other great tunes on side one of the mono version, we have Tattoo and I Can See for Miles, which is a great song and one of their biggest hits. Side two, you have the Medac commercial. Then you have Royale 1 and 2 versions, and Sunrise. And for the mono tracks, for the bonus material, you have the other famous tune, Pictures of Lily, Doctor Doctor. They also did a cover of Under My Thumb. Another version, the single version of I Can See for Miles. Just a lot of great songs on here. And this, as I said, in I think previous videos, and it's my second favorite Who album. I just love the experimental direction they went in, and you can really, looking back, you can really see how they were going towards wanting to do more concept albums, and I'm glad they did with Tommy and Quadrophenia. And before I go, I actually picked up, before I got the double LP, I got the Super Deluxe box set, and here's what's on the hype sticker. And this is just a cool item to have for any Who fans or classic rock fans. Um, I'm sure you can still find it on their website, but I haven't looked lately. So that's my pick for the Sgt. Pepper's album for The Who. And once again, it is The Who Sell Out, the pirate radio slash mock commercials type of an album, and it is, I think, their most experimental one they've done, and even more so than Tommy and Quadrophenia. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're all doing well and having a good week, and I'll talk to you all soon. Take care. Bye bye.